everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about how I sublimate my socks, but I keep a clean liner, and at the same time a clean tumbler, and what kind of tumblers I use for my sublimation to come nice and clean on my sock and no ink goes anywhere else. So the first thing I do, I have my two tumblers right here. This, as you can see, has the brown right here, okay, around. However, I don't use this to sublimate. This is the one that I use to heat up my press. Every single time that I'm going to sublimate either a tumbler or a sock or a pair of socks, then what I do, I put this inside, heat it up, right? Wait for the temperature that I want, and then take it out and then put my other tumbler. This is the tumbler that I use to sublimate socks. Okay, this is the one. This tumbler belongs to came with a speaker, and if you can see right here, you can see where the speaker goes here. This tumbler is wider, so that allows my sock to stretch a little bit, and give the same effect as my jig will do. I personally love this method because using this kind of tumbler, a speaker tumbler, is so much easier to take it off and to put it on. At least to me, it's a lot easier. So, how do I keep my tumbler so nice and clean? Well, I'm gonna okay, this tumbler is going to be only for me to heat up my machine, to heat up my mug press. So I'm gonna take it out of the way. And the one that I'm gonna show you how to wrap it is this one, okay? The one with the speaker, the one that is going to have my sock in and out. All right, so what do I need? I'm gonna need my butcher paper here, okay? And I will do the link below so you know which kind I use. I also need my scissors. I need my tumbler, obviously, and I'm gonna need heat tape. This liner, okay, I usually do not keep it for a long time. I put it on my sock and I put it around my tumbler, and then what I'm gonna do, and you'll see, I'm going to sublimate and maybe use it once or twice, and then I will replace it with another one, because number one, I don't want my tumbler to start getting ink around, and then not only that, but start getting ink on my socks that I want to sublimate. So I don't want that. I want my sock to be nice and clean with the design that I only want. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure here my tumbler, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut right here. And I'm going to do this really, really, really tight. Tight, okay? Very tight. And I'm going to wrap it with heat tape. This one obviously doesn't have the design. This one doesn't have anything. This one is just a liner for me to help me not to get my tumbler dirty, not to get unwanted colors on my tumbler. So now that it's nice and tight, I'm going to add heat tape. And I do the heat tape again really, really tight, making sure that it's holding my liner. That's how I call it. I call it a liner. And so the liner is not going to move anywhere when I put my sock, and at the same time when I remove it, because I want my liner to stay all the time. Okay, this is what I do. As you can see, I am a little generous with my heat tape, just because number one, I don't want any ink to go onto my tumbler, so I hold it really tightly. And secondly, I don't want my liner to move, so my sock moves, and then I have ink everywhere and I don't have the design that I want on my socks. So I am kind of generous in a way, making sure that I use enough heat tape, okay? After that, once I have tape in here, I just fold it. I just fold, you know, the excess, whatever I have excess, I just fold it in this. And then for this part, I can also fold it too if I wanted to, or I can cut it, either way. But I just have to, the main thing right here, I just have to make sure that my liner is nice and tight. And this is my liner right here, okay? I'm going to go and print an image. That way you see how I apply this. Okay, before I do anything, before I even start to heat up my heat press, what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust my heat press or my back press in a way that is really, really tight. You see how I'm kind of struggling a little bit to close? That's how you want it. You don't want it to loose to the point that it goes open, in and out, it opens in and out with no effort. Because you want your sock to be like really, you want your sock in your tumbler really, really tight. So the first thing to do is to adjust your mug press to be tight to the point that you struggle a little bit. You obviously don't want it like really tight, but you want it in a way that is snuggle and that is kind of squeezing your tumbler and your sock as much as you can without obviously making it like super, super tight. You want to struggle a little bit to open and close, to open and close. Okay? All right, so that's what it is. Then after that, I'm going to now turn it on so I can start heat it up. This is the tumbler that I used to heat up, so I just put it in just like that for me to start, that with my printer finish it up, my designs, then I'm just heating. Okay, so now I have my print right here with my sock already in my tumbler, and what I'm going to do, I am going to wrap it. When I'm going to wrap it around my sublimation print, okay, I also want this print to be tight to my sock. I don't want it to be loose because then the print or the image is not going to transfer all the way. So with my hand, what I do, just put it on my base, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna just make sure that it doesn't move and that is as tight as I can do. Okay, and lined up with my sock. There we go. I will give you the measurement that this one, the size of the print that I'm using right here. This one is a medium sock. So that also is going to affect the size of my print. Okay, tight. And I want this to be very tight too. You are gonna have to snuggle the print around your sock. There. Snuggle the print. Make sure it's nicely secure so it's not gonna move. It's not gonna move on us. And then I secure it in a way that the whole thing is attached somehow to make sure that my print is not moving, is not going anywhere. Okay, now this one is, I don't know what happened there. I'm not going to use that one. That one, no. Because that one had a little bit of fold, so I don't want any marks on my sock. Okay, so you want to be a little bit generous with your heat tape. I know it can be expensive, I know that, but the more you make sure that your sock is secure, the better it's going to sublimate and your image is going to go around better. All right, and then what I do, I just go around to secure it a little bit. And for that, I need my other tape. I usually do this tape because this one is going to allow me to do only one piece. So I don't do small pieces around, and I'm just securing it like this. You can cut one piece too, long piece, and just put it around if you want, or you can cut it like this. Whatever your preference is, the point in here is just to make sure that it's in a way secure. Okay, so now we just make sure that we secure or seal our sock in a way that ink doesn't come out. And this one is kind of not holding it right, so I'm just going to do another one on top of that one. Okay, and I just hold it tight. There you go. All right, so now that is all secure, nicely done, I'm just gonna put it on my heat press. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. My heat press is already warm. It's been warming up, and I have my tumbler, the one that I use all the time to heat up my mug press. You want to keep it in here as your mug press heats up. Okay, you don't want this to be empty like this. You don't want that. You want that. You want something inside. All right, so I have $3.95, and I'm gonna do it for 35 to 37 seconds. You don't want to do any more because then the sock is going to lose elasticity. I have this to the top all the time, and that is just for me to give me a little bit of an indication of when I turn it. Okay, and let's start. Okay, it's time to take it out and turn it. So now I'm gonna turn it maybe 90 degrees. Okay, in a way, sometimes what I do too is put it the other way like that. Okay, and now again for 35 seconds, 395 Fahrenheit. All right, it's time for me to take it out. Okay, and you can see the steam right here is really, really hot. So I need to make sure that I have my gloves right here, and also, you know, that I'm handling things carefully. All right, so now I'm going to do the same with the other one. I put my tumbler back in while I wrap the other and move this out of the way. Okay, it still is a little bit warm. Let's see how this one came out. I still need the gloves because my hands are not that resistant. So and look at this, look at this. I love it. It's so great. The colors are amazing. The video just doesn't do a justice just to see how nice this one looks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's check the other one. All right, let's check the other one and see how it came out. It still is warm. It's not hot, but I'm still... For me, I'm still wearing the gloves. Still, I guess, a little bit. Not too much, but I still like to wear the gloves, you know, just for me. I'm kind of picky about that. But you can see the black is black already. I can already see it. So look, the heat press was snuggled tight. I struggled a little bit to close it, and I struggled a little bit to open. Okay. Beautiful colors. One more time. Look at this. Nice. And you can tell right there that my print was a little bit smaller there. I don't know if you can see the white right there. So when that happens, just once you get familiar with your tumbler, then you're gonna wear... I don't mind about this. These socks are gonna be for me. But you know, if you are selling them, you probably want them to be covered all the way. So just kind of make them a little bit, you know, maybe 1 or 2 millimeters a little bit bigger. All right, so nicely done. Look at this. Nice job with the mat press and beautiful colors. Okay, well, you can see the results right here. I'm really hoping that you do try it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you are struggling with this technique. I would love to help you, you know, and achieve these wonderful colors. You know, look at this. Nice, 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 beautiful colors that will last for a long, long time. Thanks for watching, and I hope I was helpful. Let me know if there is any questions. Let me know if I can help you with anything, and good luck.